Weather Rate certified 10 years in a row.
All right, we're going to head right over to weather.
Yeah, whatever I have to say doesn't matter, Alana. We need to get right to you.
Alana trumps all.
Yes.
Not true. I was like, this tour, but I'm going to take it from here, Glenn, because we have changes and we're excited about those changes. I hope you're having a great Valentine's Day. And yes, a break in the very monotonous weather pattern. Live look from St. George, where you can see the cloud cover has billowed in. Our Red Rock doesn't look as peppy with the cloud cover taking over the state. Above average temperatures for your Valentine's Day. The winds of change are out there. Southerly winds helping crank those daytime highs, which made it to 60 in Salt Lake, 16 degrees above the norm. And will wet weather move in with this incoming cold front, which we're tracking very closely because that's going to bring the waves of changes on our way. Colder temperatures are right around the corner. I've got the timeline on that and what you need to know as you get ready to step out. There's the doTERRA lapse. Ooh, you just saw that live update on the air. The cloud cover out there, but the sunset was trying to battle it out. Clouds winning that one tonight, but you could see clouds locking in those warmer temperatures. They really started to increase ahead of the front that is tracking our way. That's going to bring colder air. It's going to switch the direction of the winds, and it does bring the potential for some wet weather, which we desperately need. We're finally breaking down that pesky ridge of high pressure. Temperatures right now still very mild, sitting at 55 in Salt Lake. We've got 50s in Green River, 53 in Cedar City, low 60s in St. George and in Salt Lake as we get through the next couple of hours. And really along the Wasatch Front, we're going to hold on to those 50s, turning into the 40s. Cooling off ever so slightly, but mild out there today, and it doesn't feel like February 14th, not even close to it because of this warmth. Well, area of low pressure going to dig through the desert southwest, and as a result we get some wet weather. Central and southern Utah, especially the high country, looking at the potential of getting some snow there, which is good news there. The northern mountains won't be left out. I've got the timeline as we look at the band of precipitation. Here's the front, our FUTURECAST model wanting to bring this moisture in, and as it does we get into the overnight, and yep, you can kind of see 5 a.m. there we are knocking on the door up there in Cache Valley where they're likely to see snow as their temperatures have been colder. The front's going to sweep through. We get northerly winds behind it. We're going to watch that band of precipitation on the move. We're looking at rain really in the valleys mixing with some snow, but our higher elevations like our mountain valleys and the high country will pick up some snow, and there is potential for places even like Tooele County to get some snow when all is said and done. But we see how that moisture breaks up by the afternoon and continues to slide into central and southern Utah. Model really likes to favor the western side of the state with this one. It's a weakening system and there's not a tremendous amount of moisture with it. There is cold air behind it, which we're going to know on Wednesday as those temperatures drop, and we also stay a little unsettled there, which is why you see the chance of some snow showers wanting to linger. By Thursday, everything pretty much quiets down. Here's a look at snow potential. This is optimistic as we get through the next 2 days. A trace to 2 inches, and 2 inches is on the high end there. Benches and mountain valleys looking at better because our valleys are going to be really dealing with that rain. Tooele Valley could do a little better, as we saw the western side of the state favored here. I-15 corridor could get sloppy, especially near those higher elevations, so Cove Fort, those areas, and the I-70 corridor. Our mountains looking at accumulating snow. It's not a tremendous amount. The central mountains will do the best with 4 to 8, but we'll take anything at this point. Temperatures will be cooler heading into tomorrow, 30s, 40s, and 50s, and you see a couple of those 60s popping up. Find your city, and we're going to keep looking at those mountain valleys. We're going to get into the 40s up there in Park City, and we're going to notice in central Utah, we've got those numbers in and around the 40s and 50s. Here's a check on what to expect down south, because we know those enhanced canyon winds, they're going to get cranking, and it's because of that northerly flow. We see that happen. We've seen it happen several times to Washington County as those winds kind of crank right through the canyons. Temperatures dropping as well in those areas to the 50s, which isn't so bad and actually close to average. And hey, we're okay with that, but average just hasn't been around. Here's the Wasatch Front. Again, unsettled Tuesday into Wednesday. Colder temperatures Thursday into Friday. We warm up for the weekend as that pesky ridge wants to come back, but Monday there's hope that we bring in another front and a more progressive pattern shows up. Glenn, Emily, over to you.
All right, thank you, Alana. Time now for